Boy, you go away for a week and you forget all about this room. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. It's episode 136 of What's on the Bench Weekly. And if you're not familiar with this show, it's where I take you through the projects that I'm working on. I was away last week, so you would think not much happened. But I actually got a lot of things accomplished in a short amount of time. First things first, here's the rockabilly build, and you've probably seen this a few times on this channel. You've probably already seen the machined werewolf hood, which I have to say, I think that's just awesome. That's a really cool part. But it's not what I did this week. This week, I redid the chrome hood. Yes, this one's not resin printed though, it's just PETG with a lot of sanding and the same paint applied. So now it's got the look, and it should have a little more strength than that very fragile resin piece that Josh broke multiple times. I also decided to install one of Crawler Addiction's PSC hydraulic ram style steering for this F10 straight plastic axle that I've got on this truck. I wanted to have a much more realistic steering setup, and this just really does look the part. I think it's fantastic, and it just kind of completes this truck. I'm honestly, like, we're nearly done. I really do want to do an engraved panel on the side. That's going to require a bit more effort than the roof did. Man, it's a lot of effort to get that kind of engraving done, especially on such a large area. This is going to take a long time on the Makara Air, but it's probably worth doing. If there's one thing that you should always do, it's to do it right. The install on this is pretty straightforward. There is only one hole to drill on your plastic axle. You should also sort of chamfer the other side so you can put a nice flathead screw so it doesn't interfere with the shock mount. Otherwise, everything is included and it looks fantastic on there. Because it is TPU, it does have some flex built in, but it is a very solid print. I don't think there's any, I think it's 100% infill. So it is going to handle quite a fair bit of abuse. Crawler Addictions, who makes these, here's the, Matt is his name, and there is the QR code for the instructions for this specific setup. So yeah, if you need that handy and you don't have it, you have it now. It is a really nice setup though. I've got it also on the Jimmy's buggy, so obviously I've got a lot of faith in it. While I was at it, I also got rid of the plastic knuckles, put on some Vanquish aluminum knuckles with some scale hardware that I just really think completes the look. There's only one final thing remaining on this whole thing to redo, and that is the battery cover on the rear there. I managed to bust that one. And I might actually look at possibly redesigning how it goes on. We'll see what time allows, because I'd like to take this with me August 14th, 15th, and 16th up to the URCA event in Renfrew, Ontario, at the campground. That is a KOA, Campground of America, spelled with a K. So yeah, I'm going to take this among a lot of other scale trucks, possibly some boats, maybe even something for a truck pull, who knows. But it's going to be a very fun weekend. I'm very much looking forward to seeing some of my friends again, and camping in the wild of a campground with a store and showers and all the comforts of home. But yeah, that's the rockabilly. I'm very pleased with how this truck came together. Josh did a really nice job on the design, and if you are interested in making one, you definitely should, because it is wild capable, and it also doubles really nicely as a trail truck. I've got mine set up with the standard 6.5% transmission, so not a ton of overdrive, does great on the trails, and if I had more overdrive, which I do, I've got it right here. This is 21%. We'll add this back in after that event is over, and yeah, go from there. Make it a rock buggy crawler car again. Okay, on to the next thing. You probably could have guessed what's next. Yes, it's a new Vanquish VS410 Phoenix RTR Portal Edition, and I'm very pleased with this truck. It is a very nice RTR. I had an amazing time shooting the running video in Utah with Josh, and Dan was there too looking after my backpack, which was very kind of him. But yeah, really nice spec on this. They've got the updated SAD shocks that claim to have no leaking, and I have yet to been able to make mine leak, so that's a really good thing. It's got this updated green metallic livery, which I think looks absolutely stunning. The graphics package is fantastic. I really like where they put all the decals. I really like this new 410 logo. It's really cool. It's a nice looking logo. It's also on the hood as well. But yeah, they really did a nice job on this one. Still fairly bare bones in that it is ready to run. No interior panel, no bits. But you may have seen in my review video, there is art that goes with this, but also Night Customs is offering a discount code for all of their printable bits. So if you have a printer, now you have an interior and a bunch of other really awesome stuff, including a driver, possibly me. By chance you don't have a 3D printer, Night Customs has a whole list of people in your area probably that can print and deliver for you. So that's a really nice little bonus that Vanquish and Night Customs managed to work out. Pretty chuffed to see that, if I'm honest. Portal knuckle weights as well is something that they've added to this truck. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, machine ring and pinion gears, both front and rear axle now as well. So lots of nice improvements and keeping the price pretty reasonable as well. Gotta say, if you don't have a crawler at all, if you don't have a scale truck, this is probably where I would start. Maybe not the portal version. If there was a straight axle version, you know that's what I would go for. But if I had to, gun to my head, portal version. Definitely a great option. Okay, on to the next thing. Another thing that I've been working on is my Futaba 6PV, and this is a new radio that Futaba's put out sort of to replace the 7PX, because I think that one's discontinued. This is sort of like in between the 4PM and the 10PX. 6PV. 6-channel radio, of course, full color screen, and I've already done some modifications to it, inspired by Josh and his stuff on the Makera. I went and put on one of my own Vanquish wheels with my own beadlock there, so now I've got a nice cool steering wheel, which I think looks pretty nice. It's also got, and I machined this beadlock ring. I'll be making more, because I think I'm going to put them on Darla. I think we'll put all 4 wheels will have the maple leaf on there. I think that'll be cool. Also, I got a Joe Ropes rope on here for putting it around my neck. And I've also started doing my own handle. This has all been machined in aluminum. And I've got some micarta that I'm going to actually make like handle attachments. That's what those bolts are for. And hopefully that works. Anyway, yeah, some nice improvements being made to this radio. I really like it so far, at least the feel. I haven't actually put batteries in it yet. I bought the rechargeable battery that replaces the AA's. That's on order, so that'll be coming soon. But yeah, we'll get this done in the next couple of days, but I think that's gonna look pretty nice. And I like the weight of this transmitter a lot. If you wanna put a wheel on a 10PX like this, I believe Josh has the files for that. So you can bother him about that. All right, on to the next thing. I am boat people. I mean, I'm not boat people. Not much of a boat guy. But ProBoat, a division of Horizon Hobbies, sent me their latest Sonic Wave 24, which is a cute little 2-foot boat. This is a deep V, as you can see. Quite a deep V, I guess. Like I said, don't know much about boats. But this one is designed to run on batteries. Oh boy, where's the manual for this? I should have paid more attention when I opened the box, but this is a fully ready to run boat. Comes with a transmitter, batteries for the transmitter. It even comes with a 3S 3200 milliamp smart pack. I'm showing you this side of the box, but the relevant information's there. So I'm guessing this is a 3X Max boat. It is, let me show you the inside of the boat. It has this nice magnetized cover and some foam in there in case this pops off, you won't lose it. 50 amp brushless ESC, nice looking 2500 kV brushless outrunner motor with the propeller and all that good stuff. Water cooled, does all the things, and looks pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know much about boats, but I am going to take this. Oh, the other big thing about this, self-righting. So if it flips over, which in all likelihood it will, it'll slowly fill up with water on one side only, and then plop, flip itself back over, and all the water will eject itself, and off you go. Hopefully the cover is on when you're doing all of these things. But good looking boat. I'm pretty keen to get it out at that URCA event up north in a couple of weekends. They have a spot for boats. So I'm going to take all my boats, jet boats, propeller boats, whatever I've got, and we'll run some boats. So that'll be fun. And the only way you'll know it's fun is if you are a channel member, because I'll be doing a travel log of that entire trip exclusively for channel members, like all of these ding-dongs right here who participate every month, get to see all kinds of behind-the-scenes content, videos early, how-tos, tips and tricks, and travel logs. So great opportunity to see some content that you wouldn't normally see and get a little bit closer to this community. I will put a link down below if you are interested in joining that. And you should be, because it's pretty interesting. All right, on to the next. And finally this week, a big old cardboard box full of printed parts. Yes, many of you have suggested that I do the RCMustDIY IJ build, which is pretty much drop onto a VS410. And I have a few of those. So I figured, why not? I hate Jeeps. This is a perfect opportunity to print a Jeep. So I printed this all in silver I was gonna say PLA. This is silver ABS. So it functions just like any of the other hard bodies that you might buy. You can glue anything to it. And I thought I'd give it a go on the Bamboo Lab H2D. It's printing fantastically well. All the parts are coming out flawlessly. Everything is set up by RCMustDIY in the proper orientation. So you really can't screw this up. I've printed nearly everything, and I've just got to get to the assembly now, which obviously is going to take me some time because, like any true scale build, I'm going to treat this as a scale build and not just leave it in silver. I'm going to do a lot of sanding, get it nice and smooth, and then we're going to prime and paint properly so it actually will scratch and show shiny metal underneath, which I think is kind of a cool little thing. These files are all hosted on Umagine.com, my new favorite place for printable things like skid steers. And you can get them all with a 20% discount when you use SBG20 at checkout. So go check that out and build your own IJ. It's not a Jeep, it's an IJ. So there you go. That's going to do it for this week. Lots more to come on the IJ and lots more to come from this bench. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, we'll see you again next week.